readers, I am so excited to be reading with you today. Now for our reading lesson today, you are going to need your My Book, so please make sure you have that out and ready to go. Give the video a pause if you haven't gotten it yet, and I will be here ready for when you have it. We are going to start today with our anchor chart. Our anchor chart is make connections. Can you say make connections? Oh, I didn't hear that very loud. Can you say it a little bit louder? Say make connections. Very good. So when you read, you're going to find ways that the text is like things in your own life and other texts that you have read. So it says, it all starts here. Can you say it all starts here? Very good. So we are going to, that means it all starts here with our book. So we start with our story. And then we either connect, when we say text, we mean story. So we either connect the text to ourselves. So this story might remind me of the time I visited the park. Or when I read a story about outer space, it might remind me of the time I looked up at the stars. That's when you make a connection from the story to you, to the person you know best. There's also text to text. That means story to story. So when I read a story about outer space, it might remind me of Hedgie Blasts Off by Jan Brett. It might remind me of a different story that I've read. So you could say, this is like another book I read. And there's also text to world. Say text to world. This is like something that happened in my community is something you might think. So if I read a story about a city, I might say, oh, this reminds me of my city of Jamestown. It might remind you of the different cities, so you can make connections from text to self. Say text to self. Say text to text. And say text to world. And it helps you to make connections, and it helps you to understand our stories on a deeper level. So go ahead and turn in your My Book. You are going to want to find this page that says The Statue of Liberty by Tyler Monroe. I'm going to read through our genre study and our purpose. If you want to go ahead and find that page in your story, just make sure you're still being an active listener. Our genre, this is an informational text. That means it's nonfiction. Can you say nonfiction? Say nonfiction is real. Nonfiction is real. Very good. It gives facts about a topic. So we're going to be looking for photographs, headings that stand out. We love looking for those headings, and the order of events. That means first, middle, and last. Our purpose for reading is as we read, we're going to make connections. Make connections to things in our life and other texts we've read about the topic. And we're going to find ways that they are the same and find ways that they are different. Our power words, I'm going to need you to repeat these after me. Can you say the word national? Very good. If something is national, it belongs to the whole country. So our entire country is America, the United States of America. And if something belongs to the entire nation, the all of America, it is national. So we've talked about our national symbols like the eagle and the flag or the Lincoln Monument. Those are all national symbols. They belong to all of America. The next word is towers. Can you say towers? Very good. If one thing towers over something else, it's a lot taller. So for example, if Miss Meadows stood up next to that door, you would see that that door towers over me. It is so much taller than me. And tall buildings tower over smaller buildings. So we even see some buildings in Jamestown, our city, where those buildings tower over other buildings. They are huge buildings. And our last word is base. Can you say base? The base is the bottom part of something. So the base of, I'm trying to find something around me that has a base. You know, here's this. This will do. Oh, it doesn't even have a base. Okay, here is something. Miss Meadows has this Christmas tree. This gold part right here would be its base. That's the bottom of it, or what it stands on. That is the base. All right, so now that we've done our Power words, we should be good and ready to read, so go ahead and turn your page. We are on The Statue of Liberty is the title of our story. Say, The Statue of Liberty. Go ahead, you read it. Very good. Our author is Tyler Monroe, or the person who writes the words. Go ahead and turn your page. I'm going to move myself down here. Alrighty. So this says a national symbol. So we've been talking a lot about national symbols. We already knew this. The Statue of Liberty is a symbol of American freedom. The statue is of a woman holding a tablet and a torch. The torch and tablet stand for different things. The torch means she is bringing the light of freedom to the world. The tablet stands for the United States laws. So I see here she's holding her torch right here. We can see with the fire. And her tablet right here. Now, I'm already going to draw a connection from the text to myself. When I first heard the word tablet, my brain went to, what do you think? Our tablet's in our classroom. And does this tablet that she's holding right here, does it kind of look like the same shape as your tablet? Yeah, it's a similar shape. Now, is it the same? Is she holding your iPad? No, she's holding something different. It's a different type of tablet. This tablet is what holds our United States laws. So it's like a big block that's got our laws, which are the rules we have to follow. All right, go ahead and turn your page to the next page. Follow along with me. The statue is on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. The statue is made of steel and copper. The torch towers more than 300 feet or 91 meters above the ground. So I noticed in here that this says New York Harbor is where the Statue of Liberty is. Where's New York? That sounds familiar to me. I think I just made a connection from text to world. Our state is New York. Does that mean we live in the same state as the Statue of Liberty? It does! We are in the same exact state as the Statue of Liberty. Now, it's very far away from us. It's a lot of hours to drive there to see it, but we live in the same state as the Statue of Liberty. And as I was reading this, I was also making a connection, and you might have been making this too, kiss your brain if you were, of a text to text. When we just read our story last week called The Contest, we were talking about the Statue of Liberty in that story. And so we're getting facts about the Statue of Liberty in this story, and also in that story, which is showing me a connection from the contest to the Statue of Liberty story. Maybe you made that connection too if you did kiss your brain. Our next heading says, a gift from France. France is another country like America, but it is in Europe. It's across an ocean from us. France gave the Statue of Liberty to the United States. It was a gift of friendship. The statue was designed by Frederick Auguste Bartholdi. I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it. I don't speak French, but that was my best guess. Go ahead and turn your page. Workers began building the statue in Paris, France in 1875. It was ready to send to the United States in 1884, which was a long time ago. And it took them from 1875 to 1884 is 9 years it took them to build the entire statue. The statue was too big to send in one piece, so workers took it apart and shipped it in 214 crates. Whoa, that's a lot of crates that they needed to ship it in. The statue and the base it stands on were finished in 1886. So from 1884 to 1886 is how many years apart? 2 years. So from the time it was finished being built to the time it was shipped, it took it 2 years to be standing. Turn your page. This heading says, the symbol then and now. For many years, immigrants came to America by ship. The ships passed the Statue of Liberty. The statue welcomed people to the United States. So see, all these friends are noticing that they are in the United States now because they see the Statue of Liberty. Over time, weather hurt the Statue of Liberty. By the 1980s, repairs were needed. The statue was cleaned inside and out, and a new torch was made. So here's that new torch. The weather and the rain and the snow kind of ruined the statue, so they had to repair it or fix it to make it look good as new. Let me move myself again. Millions of people visit the Statue of Liberty each year. Visitors go inside the statue. They can climb 354 steps to look out of the crown on her head. That's crazy. That's so many steps. All right, so that is the end of our story. But we are going to try to make some connections about this story. So you can either make connections about the Statue of Liberty and the contest and tell how those are the same and how they are different. So remember, the contest is the story we just read. The Statue of Liberty is the story we read a second ago. And you can tell either about how the two texts are the same or how they are different. And there will be a paper for you to use for that. Or you can describe what part of the Statue of Liberty reminds you of your own life. So you can either do text to text and make that connection, or talk about how the Statue of Liberty reminds you of your own life, but make sure you explain why. So here it says, I think blank because blank. And there will be a paper for that too. So have fun, enjoy. I hope you loved this story, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.